Topic 4 Assessment. Name. Number 1. A large envelope is 85 thousandths of a centimeter thick. How thick would a stack of 100 of these envelopes be? Explain. Number 2. Every school day, Dylan rides the school bus 4 79/100 miles round trip between home and school. A. Estimate the total distance Dylan rode the school bus last month when there were 21 school days. Write an equation to model your work. B. Find the actual total distance Dylan rode the bus last month. Number 3. Caden colored in the decimal grid shown below. Write an expression that shows the area he colored, then evaluate the expression. Number 4. Choose the correct product for each expression. 6 times 5 tenths, 6 tenths times 5 tenths, 60 times 5 tenths, 6 hundredths times 5 tenths, 30, 3 tenths, 3 hundredths, 3. Ava bought 92 8/10 ounces of tomatoes. Tomatoes cost $1.30 per pound. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. How much did Ava spend in all? Number 6. Select all the expressions that are equal to 48 hundredths times 3 tenths. 48 over 100 times 3 over 100. 3 over 10 times 48 over 100. 48 over 100 times 30 over 100. 3 over 100 times 48 over 100. 48 over 100 times 3 over 10. Number 7. Select each equation that the number 10 to the third makes true. 79 hundredths times blank equals 790. 6 3/10 times blank equals 6,300. 23 thousandths times blank equals 23. 14 5/10 times blank equals 1,450. 55 hundredths times blank equals 55. Number 8. Jonathan is shopping for a frame for a square painting. Each side measures 9 5/10 inches. Take 3. Number 8. Jonathan is shopping for a frame for a square painting. Each side measures 9 5/10 inches. A. What is the perimeter of the painting? Write an equation to model your work. B. What is the area of the painting? Write an equation to model your work. Nine. Choose the correct product for each expression. 702 thousandths times 10 to the second power. 702 times 1 over 100. 7 2 hundredths times 10 to the third. 702 times 1 over 10 to the third. 7 2/2, 7,020. 70 2/10, 702 thousandths. Number 10. Select all the expressions that are equal to 8/10 times 7/100. 8 over 10 times 7 over 100. 7 over 100 times 80 over 100. 80 over 100 times 7 over 10. 7 over 100 times 8 over 100. 8 over 10 times 7 over 10. Number 11. A bowling alley charges $185 per hour for parties. How much would a 2 5/10 hour party cost? Write an equation to model your work. Number 12. Caitlin is planning a trip to Canada. Her cell phone plan includes a roaming charge of 48 cents per minute. A. On her first day in Canada, Caitlin calls her parents and talks for 10 minutes. What is the cost of this call? Explain. B. During her trip, Caitlin's calls to the United States total 100 minutes. What will be the total cost for these calls? Take 3. B. During her trip, Caitlin's calls to the United States totals 100 minutes. What will be the total cost for these calls? Explain. Number 13. Without doing the multiplication, choose the correct product for each expression. Use number sense to help you. 6 32/100 times 15/100. 7 45/100 times 2 88/100. 8 times 16/100 times 3 25/100. 9 28/100 times 4 15/100. 26 52/100. 948 thousandths. 21 456 thousandths. 38 512 thousandths. Number 14. 1 inch equals 2 54/100 centimeters. How many centimeters is 10 inches? Explain. Number 15. Select each equation that the decimal 29 hundredths makes true. 10 to the second power times blank equals 29. 10 to the 0 power times blank equals 29 hundredths. 10 to the second power times blank equals 290. 10 to the fourth times blank equals 2,900. 10 to the first power times blank equals 29. Number 16. A forest preserve has an area of 1 6/10 square miles, and 3/10 of the forest preserve is open for hiking. A. Shape the grid to model the multiplication. B. How many square miles are open for hiking? Use an equation and the model to explain. Number 17. Every day, Isabella practices the piano for 75/100 of an hour and the flute for 1 4/10 hours. What is the total number of hours that she practiced in April? Reminder, April has 30 days. Number 18. A small business plans to order carpet for 4 identical offices. Each floor of each office is 7 2/10 feet long and 5 8/10 feet wide. A. Round the length and width to the nearest whole number. Then estimate the total amount of carpet that is needed. Write equations to model your work. B. Find the exact total area. Write equations to model your work. C. Compare your estimate to the exact answer. Why is your answer reasonable? 19. Sarah is buying party supplies. Paddle ball, 89 cents. Balloon, $2.99. Banner, $4.99. A. How much will 5 balloons cost? Write an equation. B. Sarah wants to buy 15 paddle balls. She used partial products to find her total. She says, $25.50 is much more than my estimate of 15 times $1 equals $15. So, my estimate is too low. Do you agree? Explain. 15 paddle balls at 89 cents each. 10 times 9/10 equals 9. 10 times 8/10 equals 8. 5 times 9/10 equals 4 5/10. 5 times 8/10 equals 4. $9 plus $8 plus $4.50 plus $4 equals $25.50. Number 20. The area of one floor tile is 92 1/1600 square inches. What is the area of a kitchen floor covered with 2 to the second power floor tiles? Explain. Number 21. Nina hiked 4 3/35 kilometers. Her sister Angela hiked 3 times as far as Nina. A. Which expression represents the problem? Use the bar diagram to help. A. 4 3/35 times 3. B. 4 3/35 times 1. C. 4 3/35 divided by 3. D. 4 3/35 divided by 1. B. How far did Angela hike?